Good morning, students. In the last class, we had completed Chola Kingdom. Now, we will start our new chapter, that is Delhi Sultanate. Here, I have made a flow chart. I have made a flow chart to explain you the important rulers of Delhi Sultanate. This chapter you have already done in 7th class also. Delhi Sultanate was, first I will discuss this flowchart and then we will discuss one by one all the rulers. Delhi and the nearby areas were attacked by Muhammad Ghori several times, but Muhammad Ghori was not the person who wanted to stay here in India. His purpose was to collect the treasures, gold, and destroy the important religious places in India. He captured many places in India. Later on, he appointed one of his loyal, the slave Kutubuddin Aibak, as the governor of the territories captured by him. After death of Muhammad Ghori, he did not leave any male here. So Kutubuddin Aibak took the charge and he established slave dynasty in Delhi Sultanate. He was also considered as the founder of Delhi Sultanate. After Kutubuddin Aibak, this dynasty was known as a slave dynasty because Kutubuddin Aibak was the slave of Muhammad Ghori. Then, after Kutubuddin Aibak, Iltutmish took the charge. He was considered as the real consolidator of the Turkish conquest in India. Means Kutubuddin Aibak ruled for only a small period of time. He could not establish a good administration because throughout his life he was busy in defeating the various revolts. But Iltutmish was the ruler who consolidated all the important areas captured by Muhammad Ghori and Kutubuddin Aibak. He consolidated the empire and established Delhi Sultanate. Actually, he was also only the considered as the real consolidator of the Turkish conquest in India. He made Delhi as his capital. Then Iltutmish found all of his sons incompetent to hold the throne. That is why he has done a great work at that time, that he has appointed his daughter Razia Sultan. Although he was having sons, but he has appointed his daughter Razia Sultan as the successor of the throne. Razia Sultan was a very brave lady. He led her army in various battles and fought them successfully and trying to suppress revolts that was there in the Delhi Sultanate at that time. But later on she was defeated by Altunia. Later she married with Altunia so that she can have a control on her empire. It was a diplomatic, you can say, step led by Razia Sultan. After some time, conspiracy occurred and they both were murdered. Altunia and Razia Sultan, they both were killed. After Razia Sultan, Nasiruddin Mahmud took the throne. And Nasiruddin Mahmud was not a, you can say, the capable administrator. He was busy in living a very lavish life, and he was a very pleasure loving and very weak king. During his reign, he gave all the administration into the hand of Ghiyazuddin Balban. He was the leader of the 40, the leading Turks. He was the leader of Turks. So after death of Nasiruddin Mahmud, Balban took the throne. Balban was very famous in the history for his policy of sternness and severity. Sternness and severity. He was very cruel, very strict, and he used to give very strict punishment even for the slightest offenses. It was very common in his administration that the guilty were publicly flogged. After Balban, the Khaljis, after Balban, the successor of Balban was not as competent as he was. So after this whole till Balban, it was slave dynasty. After that, Khaljis took the charge. Jalaluddin Khalji was the founder of this Khalji dynasty. After that, you can say his son-in-law and the nephew Alauddin Khalji took the throne. Alauddin Khalji was very famous ruler of Delhi Sultanate who has extended the empire of the Sultanate to the southern part from the, you can say, from the west to all eastern parts till Bengal, Multan, Sindh he has captured, and in the south he reached up to Telangana, Godavari, Krishna, the areas near Krishna and Kaveri. Matlab he was the ruler who has extended his empire, and in the south Malik Kafur was the commander who helped him to extended his empire to the south. Alauddin Khilji is famous in the history for its market regulation and the administrative measures. After Alauddin Khilji, Tughlaq dynasty came into the power. It was founded by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, and after that his son Muhammad Tughlaq took the charge. Muhammad Tughlaq was very famous in the history because of his you can say certain steps that he has taken which led him to ruin. Although he was a very learned person, he was patron of learning, and he was one of the educated ruler of Delhi Sultanate. The policies that he has introduced for the welfare of the public. It was you can say it was his very innovative idea, but it could not implement in an effective manner, so it led him to the ruin. Like three of his policies: taxation in Doab, transfer of capital, token currency. After Mahmud Tughlaq, Firoz Shah Tughlaq took the throne. After that, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the Sultanate of Delhi became very weak and its size started shrinking, and it was limited only the area near Delhi only. Matlab that was extended because the revolt started occurring, and the rulers they started declaring themselves as independent, because Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Muhammad Tughlaq, they were not very good administrator. But Firoz Shah Tughlaq was famous in the history because he was a great builder. He has built many gardens, schools, mosques, and the agriculture. Then after the Firoz Shah Tughlaq, when the empire shrank and it was limited only to the size of present day Delhi, Taimur invaded Delhi. After the end of the Tughlaq, Taimur Lang, he invaded Delhi. Then he has appointed Zir Khan as his governor, and Zir Khan established Sayyid dynasty in Delhi. After Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty came into the power. Bahlol Lodi, he was the Afghan governor who took the throne, and after that Sikandar Lodi, then Ibrahim Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi was defeated by Babur, and this led to the establishment of Mughal dynasty. So we have seen that first the slave dynasty, then Khaljis. after Khalji's Tughlaq dynasty, after Tughlaq dynasty then Sayyid dynasty, and after Sayyid Lodi dynasty, and after that Mughal dynasty came into the power. So this was the brief introduction of the you can say the Delhi Sultanate. Next we will take the detailed description of Delhi Sultanate. Now we will see from the book. Mahmud of Ghazni made several invasions in India. He raided many cities including Mathura, Kannauj, Gwalior and Somnath. So Mahmud Ghazni started attacking on the area near Delhi. ठीक है. Then foundation of the Turkish rule in India was led by Muhammad Ghori. His first invasion was directed against Multan, and Muhammad Ghori only defeated Prithviraj Chauhan, who was the ruler at the time of Delhi. At that time he was the ruler of Delhi, who has his empire from Ajmer to Delhi. Then Muhammad Ghori returned back to Ghazni, but he has left his governor Qutubuddin Aibak. After that again he raided and he defeated the you can say ruler of Kannauj, that is Jaichand. Qutubuddin Aibak had to quell many revolts because at that time the areas that Muhammad Ghori has captured, they were trying to make themselves free from the attack of from the control of the Muhammad Ghori. So several places where the revolts occurred frequently, that was successfully suppressed by the Qutubuddin Aibak. Qutubuddin Aibak laid the foundation of Delhi Sultanate under the new dynasty popularly known as slave dynasty. Then comes the literary sources and the archaeological sources that reconstruct the Delhi Sultanate. Literary sources में you must mark this Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi, which was authored by Zilaluddin Barani. Prithviraj Raso written by Chand Bardai. Then and the writings of Minhaj ul Siraj. ठीक है बेटा, ये this you also mark in your book. This you will have to learn. Prithviraj deeds of the valor and the love. Ibn Battuta, a foreign traveller, reached Sindh. Ibn Battuta also wrote about Prithviraj Chauhan and the advent of the you can say Delhi Sultanate. He was a traveller who came from Morocco. ठीक है. Then archaeological sources में Qutub Minar. It is there in your syllabus, so you must learn it. Qutub Minar was started building by Qutubuddin Aibak. Later it was completed by his son-in-law Iltutmish. तो कुतुब मीनार किसने बनवाया? तो यहाँ पे you will have to write the two name. It was started by Qutubuddin Aibak, later on completed by Iltutmish. It is situated in Delhi, and it received its name from Qutubuddin. इसका नाम कुतुब मीनार कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक की वजह से नहीं, बल्कि कुतुबुद्दीन की वजह से बना है. हु वॉज अ मुस्लिम सेंट ऑफ उश. बगदाद में एक संत थे, उनके नाम कुतुबुद्दीन था, उनके नाम पे ये कुतुब मीनार बना है. इट इज़ अ सर्कुलर टावर विच राइजेज अप टू द हाइट ऑफ 72.5 मीटर. 5 स्टोरीज होती थी. स्पाइरल स्टेयर केस हैं. रेड सैंडस्टोन से मिलके बना है. मार्बल ग्रे क्वार्टजाइट वॉज ऑल्सो यूज्ड. And there are many writings also engraved in the walls of Qutub Minar. ठीक है. Floral motifs was also there. Flower और images उसके पूरी दीवारों पर बनाए गए हैं. These at least 5 characteristics you must know about Qutub Minar. Then comes the inscriptions. Inscriptions मतलब खुदाई में और क्या क्या लिखी हुई हैं चीज़ें. तो जैसे उस समय के मॉस्क पे, टॉम्स में, मीनार पे, पैलेसेस में many writings were engraved in a decorative lettering. बहुत अच्छी तरीके से वो it was engraved on the walls of the mosques, tombs and the minarets. It was mainly written in the Persian language. Persian language जो थी, that was the original language of the people of Delhi Sultanate, क्योंकि पर्शिया इज़ द प्रेजेंट डे ईरान. यहीं से सबसे पहले जो है पर्शिया से ही लोग जो है, जो ओरिजिन था, जितने भी इन्वेडर्स आए उनका पर्शिया था. लेटर ऑन टर्क्स ऑल्सो केम. टर्क जो है इट वॉज अ ट्राइब एक्चुअली विच मूव टूवर्ड्स यूरोप एंड दे कैप्चर्ड द एरिया नियर कॉन्स्टेंटिनोपल एंड दे एस्टैब्लिश द यू कैन से ये खलीफास. दे मतलब दिस टाइप खलीफास को वो मानने लगे. इट वॉज अ ट्राइब. तो ओरिजिनल जो मुस्लिम कल्चर था उस टाइम का वो पर्शिया से ओरिजिनेट हुआ था. ठीक है. अरब्स जो होते हैं, अरब जो है वो सऊदी अरब के आसपास मिडिल एशिया के लोग होते हैं. तो जो डेकोरेटिव लेटरिंग दैट वाज इंस्क्रिप्टेड ऑन दी वॉल्स ऑफ द मॉस्क एंड द टॉम्ब्स, इट वाज रिटन इन द पर्शियन लैंग्वेज. अब not only on the mosques and the tombs but the other Hindu palaces, maybe it was the inscriptions we have found which was written in the Sanskrit language. जैसे पहोवा इंस्क्रिप्शंस जो हैं इट वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड बाय प्रतिहारा किंग महेंद्र पाल which suggested the foundation of Delhi सल्तनत at 730. महेंद्र पाल प्रतिहारा किंग के इंस्क्रिप्शंस हमें जो मिलते हैं जो महेंद्र पाला किंग के थे उसके अकॉर्डिंग दिल्ली वॉज एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन 736 बाय द तोमर्स क्लैन. तोमर जाति के लोगों ने इसको इस्टेब्लिश किया था जो एक राजपूत की जाति थी. लेटर ऑन इट वॉज सेड कि दे हैड रूल, जो तोमर्स वो हरियाणा के दिल्ली का रीजन के आसपास रूल करते थे. दैट वाज नोन एज प्रेजेंट डे दिल्ली. उसके बाद सर्बन इंस्क्रिप्शंस के अकॉर्डिंग जो कि साउथ दिल्ली का एक गांव है, इट कंटेन्स अ ब्रीफ अकाउंट ऑफ द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द दिल्ली अंटिल द रेन ऑफ मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक. उसमें भी मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक के समय तक के इंस्क्रिप्शंस लिखे हुए हैं. मेनी इंस्क्रिप्शंस वी हैव फाउंड इन संस्कृत, अरेबिक एंड द पर्शियन लैंग्वेज ऑल्सो. अब स्लेव डायनेस्टी के बारे में मैंने आपको बता दिया कि कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक ही रूल फॉर ओनली 4 years एंड ही मेड 2 mosques. One is Quwwatul Islam Mosque and another one is in Ajmer. And he started constructing कुतुब मीनार. केवल 4 साल ये रूल कर पाया क्योंकि बाकी टाइम ये अपने एम्पायर को स्टैब्लिश करने में ही लगा रहा. कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक वॉज सक्सीडेड बाई आरम शाह, लेकिन वो कोई नोबल कॉन्स्पायर्ड अगेंस्ट हिम और ही वॉज डाइड. देन इल्तुतमिश became the ruler. He was replaced by Iltutmish, who is regarded as the real consolidator of the Turkish Empire. He was considered as the real, you can say, consolidator of the Turkish Empire. Then comes the after Iltutmish, Razia Sultan took the throne. मैंने अभी बताया she married Altuniya. She was defeated by Altuniya. Later on the conspiracy occurred against both of them and they both died. उसके बाद नसीरुद्दीन महमूद became the ruler. ये सारा slave dynasty चल रहा है. महमूद का जो एक गवर्नर था बलबन, वही एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन देखता था बिकॉज दिस किंग वॉज अ प्लेजर लविंग किंग एंड ही वॉज वेरी वीक. एंड बलबन, अब ये आपको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, बलबन इज़ फेमस इन दी हिस्ट्री बिकॉज ऑफ हिज स्टर्निटी एंड सिवियरिटी पॉलिसी दैट ही हैज़ अडॉप्टेड. He, for the slightest offences he gave the severe punishment and some of them were even publicly flogged. गला काट देता था पब्लिक में जाके, सड़क पे खड़ा करके. The northwest frontier posts are strongly garrisoned because of the Mongols at the hammering on the. उसने नॉर्थ वेस्ट साइड को अपना बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाया बिकॉज ऑफ द कंटिन्यूस अटैक ऑफ द मंगोल्स. उसके बाद बलबन के सक्सेसर भी बहुत वीक थे. देन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन केम टू द हैंड ऑफ द खलजीज. तो खलजीज में सबसे पहले फाउंडर बना जलालुद्दीन खलजी और उसका फिर नेफ्यू और सन इन लॉ बना अलाउद्दीन खिलजी. अलाउद्दीन खिलजी ने बहुत सारे एरियाज़ को कैप्चर किया जिसमें से देखो इम्पोर्टेंट है काकातियाज, होशियालियाज, पांड्याज किंगडम. नॉर्थ आर्मी के कोई भी यहाँ तक नहीं गई थी. साउथ में इसने मलिक काफूर को कैप्चर करने के लिए भेजा एंड मलिक काफूर हैज़ कलेक्टेड अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ द वॉर बूटी फॉर द अलाउद्दीन खिलजी. बहुत सारा सोना वगैरह लूट के लाया एंड ही डिड नॉट डायरेक्टली एनेक्स द एरियाज ऑफ द सदर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया बट ही दे एक्सेप्टेड द रूलर्स एक्नॉलेज द लॉर्डशिप ऑफ दिल्ली सल्तनत. जैसे मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था, दे अ फिक्स्ड अमाउंट ऑफ ट्रिब्यूट दे आर रेडी टू पे टू द दिल्ली सल्तनत. उनकी शरण स्वीकार कर ली. उसके बाद अलाउद्दीन खिलजी के बाद then we will have, चलो अलाउद्दीन खिलजी तक हम लोगों ने आज कर लिया. इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल डिस्कस लेटर यू कैन से द रूलर्स ऑफ द दिल्ली सल्तनत. अलाउद्दीन खिलजी का मार्केट रेगुलेशंस वगैरह ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है. वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट. अलाउद्दीन खिलजी के आप यहाँ तक आप रीड करोगे बेटा, एंड ऑल द 1 मार्क क्वेश्चन दैट इज़ देयर एट द बैक ऑफ योर बुक फ्रॉम दिल्ली सल्तनत, यू ट्राई टू सॉल्व ऑल दोज क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, इतना तक जहाँ तक पढ़ा है उतने में से जितना आप कवर कर सको. थैंक यू सो मच.